what's going on YouTube? Gonna do another shave of the night. Get ready for work tomorrow, Sunday night. So I'm actually gonna use a couple of new things that I've never used before on video, and one thing I've never used ever. I got this sample of sandalwood from It's from Bluebell. I've never heard of them, but let's see if I get in here. Bluebell is the name of the artisan. They're out of Utah. Then the website is bluebellsoap.com if you guys are interested after you see my shave tonight. And if I get time, I'll put it in the description below. But I got that as a sample when I ordered a bunch of stuff from Douglas Smythe at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. And I've just never used it. I got it probably like a little over a year ago. And the razor I'm gonna use a different handle, but this is what it comes with. Hold on, I want to cut myself with my blade. So I have this Gillette, and it's a travel size razor, and this little pack right here, I'll show you the inside, comes with a spot for your handle and the top cap and the base plate, and these are actually the original blades that came with the pack that were brand new. It's only open because I tried one. I actually got this from my father-in-law because he was at an antique store a couple months ago, and he was in there because I switched him to vintage shaving a while ago. So the reason why I haven't put a blade in here yet, because this is pretty cool how the blade locks in here. So instead of a normal one like this is my Icon 102 slant top head, where it has the two little dots right there, two pieces, the nubs that the blade sits in. This doesn't have that. Has a center blade, and then if you can see, has things on all four corners to hold the blade in. So when you put the blade in there, and I'll try to do this without cutting myself. When you have the blade in there, it sits in there. Let me get this in the thing. And the corners there. So, and I'm going to go ahead and put in the top cap here and go ahead and close up. I'm going to use my Icon 102 razor handle just because I don't want to use the short thing. And a lot of people said that it gives a better shave with the longer handle. Might have to, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video right now before I run out, and I'll just put it back because my battery's about to die. I want to make sure I have a good battery. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so for the rest of my shave, let me start over since I had to cut the video. Okay, my Gillette, I think it's early 1960s travel razor. This is the handle that it comes with, but I'm using my Icon 102 slant. I'm using Bluebell sandalwood, and then because I have my first ever kit was Art of Shaving, my aftershave balm is going to be Art of Shaving after balm. So, oh, can't forget the brush. Wolf Whiskers Badger. So let me go ahead and wet my face and get started. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze this extra water out of the brush. I'll load this a little dry because I don't know how this soap reacts. So let me go ahead and put some of this bloom water on my face. And this bloom water is actually really slick. And stuff smells really good. It smells really good. It's a very good smelling sandalwood. It's not musky, so those of you that aren't too big in the sandalwood, which most people are, this is actually pretty good. So I'm gonna have to load this in my hand just because the thing is so small. We'll see how this does. because I've never used anything from Bluebell before. I don't even know if I've even seen anybody shave with it on YouTube or Facebook. So we'll see. I mean, it looks like it's lathering up pretty good. I'm just gonna load it really heavy. That way I make sure I have a good load and it doesn't fall apart on me. And it looks like it's, I'm gonna put a little bit of water in here. Just a little bit. But it looks like it's lathering up pretty thick actually. I'll show you guys the lather here in a second as soon as I get some on my brush. But I'm gonna make sure I load this thing really good because I don't want to for one, I don't want the soap to dissipate, and for two, I just last week I tried to shave with my straight razor, which I'm probably gonna sell it on the forums because I'm not doing too good with that straight razor. I might get another one in the future, but that one it needs some. I'm just not really good with a straight razor, especially with that one. Might get a different type, different edge on it. Yeah, this stuff's lathering up really good. I have to get everything that's off my hand. Put a little bit more water in here. So I might have to buy this this soap from Bluebell if they're still making soaps, which I'm assuming they are. Alright, so this is probably good. So look how thick and pasty that is, and look all the lather in my hand. So I'm gonna scoop this out, what's in here, this stuff, and I'm gonna take the rest so I don't waste it. Here, look, that's almost enough right there to shave with. I'm gonna rinse my hands off here. Yeah, that stuff feels. Looking at the lather in there, no air bubbles. Stuff on my hands is really slick. So might have to use this on my head too because I'm going to do a head shave off camera just because I don't have time to do the shave on camera here. But I wanted to get a shave in on video for my face, especially because I got like 3 days growth since Friday. Thursday was the last time I shaved. Add a little bit of water. Work this in really good. Make it nice and thick. Make it explode. And this brush, because I have, for me, 3 days of growth. Look at this exploding. 3 days of growth is a lot for me, so this Badger brush feels really good scrubbing the hairs on my face. It feels really good. Get the lather underneath my whiskers on my neck, because that's where I had the irritation from with the straight razor that I used the beginning of last week. And I had to shave every day just for work, for military. So I worked from home on Friday, so I had an extra day of letting my face rest. But man, this stuff is actually pretty thick. I'm going to have to check out Bluebell myself, see if anyone else has done reviews, but especially on this particular one. Alright, so I got a brand new washcloth in my razor, and the last time I shaved with this razor, I used the one that it came with, but it gave me a great shave, no irritation whatsoever. So I'm expecting the same thing. I mean, right away, this thing feels very comfortable, very smooth on my face. I mean, I can't even feel the blade. I can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But, I mean, it's not an aggressive razor at all. Very, very mild. But it's knocking down the whiskers like it was a really aggressive razor. I mean, you probably see how much, I don't know if you guys can see that, but my face was full of whiskers, and just on that one pass they're all gone. So I mean, that's also the beauty of DE razor shaving. You know, you grab a face full of hair, or in my case, a head full of hair too, and it doesn't get clogged like a cartridge. I mean, I'm not knocking people that shave with a cartridge. You know, whatever you want to shave with, and you get a good shave with that. Don't let someone tell you that you can't shave with something, or shaving with a particular razor is not good. Just for me, I switched to DE razor shaving for a couple reasons. Because I did a lot of research on it. You know, I was asking my dad because I got razors from both my grandfathers who are passed away. They've been passed away for my mom's dad has been gone for probably about 12 years now, and my dad's dad, he's been gone well over 25 years now, I think. And I have both of their razors. They're both Gillettes. And they shave really good. You know, if I have a lot of hair though, I can't shave them because they won't cut it down, but they do get the job done. If I've shaved within a day or so, it gets the job done really well. And so far, this soap is actually really good. You know, which doesn't really surprise me because this was a soap that I got from Douglas Smythe as a sample, a free sample that he sent me. When I ordered it, I think I ordered like 4 or 5 things from him. And he sent me the sample in there. And he also, not only does he carry his own soap line, but he also carries quite a few other people's stuff. So it's a pretty good place to get soaps and aftershaves and body soaps, shampoo bars, pretty much anything you can think of that is skin related at his website. Oh man, this stuff is, that's a really good soap. I'm gonna have to check out this Bluebell soap company. Really slick after rinsing it off. Really slick. Alright, let's go for pass 2 here. And sitting in the brush, hasn't dissipated at all. That's one of the things when I'm reviewing a soap. I look for it to make sure it doesn't dissipate, because I like to try tons of stuff. I'll even try some of those cheap ones, or I shouldn't say cheap, inexpensive ones that they have at Walmart that's by the shaving stuff, because Walmart and Target and pretty much every shaving or place now carries wet shaving products, razors, brushes. So I picked up this one that says the slickest stuff, slickest snot. Here, let me get it for you. Where's it at? Here, this stuff. Cremo Shave Cream. See, it says impossibly slick water activated molecules. Well, first time that I tried it, I was like, okay, let me put it in my brush. It started dissipating. Well, I used it a few times and it is really slick, but it is a shaving cream that you have to use a lot of. So I don't really use it on my face. I like to shave my nether regions, if you know what I'm talking about. And I, just for, not to get graphic or anything, but I do use DE razors down there because I don't like cartridge, because if I don't shave for a while, it's a lot of hair and I don't want it to get clogged up. And as long as you go slow, you'll be alright. Everyone might not have the confidence to shave with that down there, but I figured if I'm wet shaving, I might as well go all the way and shave everywhere I shave with a DE razor, and it works out really good. And if you guys can happen to find this razor on eBay or an antique shop, I highly suggest it, because I've had, when I was asking some people in the forums what year this razor was from, every single person that had it said that they didn't like the razor handle, which I'm not too big on that short razor handle, but you know, if you're traveling and you don't want to carry an extra one, which I do, you can always switch the handle out. And every single person on that forum said that they love this razor because it gives them an amazing shave and there's zero irritation. I get none. I've shaved with this thing probably 5 times now. Including tonight, and zero irritation. Now don't get me wrong, now every single razor, if you're not careful with it, will cut you, or if you're putting too much pressure, will cut you no matter what it is, even a cartridge, because it's a razor. All right, let me rinse it off. Man, 2 passes with that soap and that razor, that's a good combination. That's a really good combination. Let me get some more water in here. Clean this off before my wife goes crazy. She's yelling at me for getting the mirror wet when I shave with soap, because I yell at her for getting makeup in the sink, because she's a diva, a hot diva at that. One day I'm gonna have to get her to come in here in one of my videos so you guys can be jealous. And the stuff smells really good too. So, I don't know how many of you know, but we just moved from Virginia. I was there for 2 years in the Coast Guard, active duty. About to hit my 15-year mark in January. And we just moved here to South Jersey. And we bought a house. And we're in the process of fixing a lot of stuff. We just painted a lot of rooms and went to go order some brand new Cortex floor. It's like that cork board laminate, but it's like luxury laminate. Stuff's really good. Better than hardwood. Almost the same price as hardwood. But this stuff is waterproof, kid-proof, scratch-proof, dog-proof. I mean, as long as it's installed right. So we're having it installed, and it comes with a lifetime guarantee, lifetime warranty. So we went to go put in our order because I had to come measure and everything like that for when you order flooring. So hopefully it'll be here in about a week or so. And I gotta finish painting. I just taped off our dining room today. It's a like a tealish green, I guess, color in there. My wife doesn't like that, so I'm gonna paint it tomorrow when I get home from work. I just taped it off today because I didn't want to tape and paint today. Just knock out the painting all in one shot. So once we get that done, the flooring, then all of our major projects for this house will pretty much be done that have to be done, because the flooring really needs to be replaced everywhere. The people that owned it before, they had dogs and they just tore up the flooring, peed everywhere, so the carpet was disgusting, went through the subfloor. So we had to replace the carpet upstairs, 2 grand worth of carpet, 6 grand worth of flooring downstairs, and then after that, then the other thing I had to do is the stairs. I have to stay in the stairs, so I'm gonna do that myself. Alright, let me rinse off here. Alright, so that's my shave. I'm gonna finish shaving my head, and I'm gonna wait to put my my witch hazel and my aftershave, which I'm gonna use Aqua Velva. Anytime I use my sandalwood, that's what I use, and then I'm gonna put on my Artist Shaving aftershave balm. But this Bluebell stuff, man, my face is really nice and smooth. It's a little sticky right now, but that's because my face is wet. I don't think that's it's very smooth. That's because I rinsed everything off. Usually if I leave a little bit of soap, then it actually glides really nice, but that happens with, see, now my face is dry, now it's actually really smooth here. Close, baby butt smooth with that shave. So I highly suggest that razor. It's let's see if I can get the information off here. What does it say? Doesn't really say. On the bottom right hand it says Marcus Regs. That's probably just a stamp, but just look for the Gillette travel razor, you know, with the little 4 posts that hold the blade in. So if you find one, if you can find one of those, I highly suggest it, because I'm not sure how much my father-in-law paid for it, because he gave it to me as a present, but thing shaves really good. So if you have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe and like my videos, and I'll make sure I post them on a regular basis now. So have a good night and have a great shave.